Oh, what's up? Hey, yeah, I just did it late last night. What's up? um, just alright. No, not so hot. Just alright. Lol. Today classes didn't happen at all. Nope, no class. I just wasted my time in college. I don't even need to stay at home to bunk classes now. Classes ain't happening in the first place. Still not hot. Not cool. How about you? How's school? Lunch, I zoned out and then ate food. That's relatable. At this point, I don't even know. Hmm. School was shit as usual. As usual. Hmm. So, oh, then that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind it at all. It's like you're free to do whatever. Are you Christian? Me, I'm no. I'm just a regular guy. I'm Indian actually, and I'm just streaming, and that's pretty much about it. Also, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I'm just was good. I'm just streaming. I'm just coloring the last bit of the sweater of the mini sketch I did last stream, and I'm just finishing off before I pick up from where I left off the perspective drawing. How are you, man? How is you? Hmm. You know, that's good. That's good. Hmm. So tell me, how does he look like? She. It's a she. Like, hold on, let me show you the reference. It has to be. Come on, come on, yes. Right about this. Hold on. Pause. This is my reference. Thanks, man. It's a she. Anyways. Yep. I'm gonna pick off from where I left off previously. So, this is where we left off, and I'm gonna make a couple of changes. Shit, fuck. A couple of changes. Firstly, take this part off. And now continue from where I left off. Anyways, let us encourage more people to join over here, and let's just chat while I draw, and let's just interact. Is ask for if it's meant to be. Mm. That's kind of disheartening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gonna be fun. Thanks, man. Uh, I really appreciate it. So, like, what is gonna be the current song that you're vibing to? Hi. Hello. Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. Hello. Well, this gives this gives me anime vibes. That picture. What anime? What anime? Is it a popular one? Like, um, not sure. Hmm. Hold on. Hmm. So, you know that Demon Slayer with that infinite castle. It kind. I get you. I gotcha. The movie that came out, Demon Slayer. I have to watch it. I haven't really kept up with it, but I've seen the trailer and stuff. A couple of scenes. I get you what you're trying to say. The So in that case, I'll keep it that way itself. Keep it enticing. By the way, I might be going for an industrial visit this weekend, and apparently it's by it's been what do you say? Sorry, it's being covered by the college, and I, I'm kind of looking forward to it. Apparently, it's some kind of cotton factory where the cotton is produced. So yeah, I is this an industrial visit? I just hope everything goes well. And you know, I enjoy my time there or something. But stream, if I'm really tired, then I won't be able to stream on a Saturday. Or else I will for sure. Yeah, I'm just saying that's that is a possibility, but I would love to stream. But I know I don't talk a lot, so I'm kind of shy and I'm trying to get over it. And hence, more people join, the better I'll get at interacting with them. Like it's like a learning curve of sorts. Now again, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I could only be a bit more outgoing. But this is what I like. I like to draw. So you know, like when I showed my dad this drawing, he said that what is if you're gonna draw anything, you need to give it some definition. And it's been stuck in my mind like that if I'm gonna draw something, it has to mean something. Like, I just can't half-ass it and just draw anything that comes to mind. Like it has to mean something, right? So something like that sort has to happen. Then there has to be. That is how we can connect with people. If I think about it, I just need to think hard enough. For me, it's just freestyle. Like it just comes to mind. I get. For me too. Like I just wanna be free and let it flow. I get that, but it doesn't work all the time. Does it? Like one's gotta be. What do you say? Um, there has to be a meaning behind something. I get it. That is not always the case, but yep, that's how I see fit. And see, anyways, the more details, the better. Even, but still, I'm gonna put in the work, put in the hours, so that I can just grind away. Yeah, if you put a definition or a meaning on a drug, it makes it more unique and special. Yeah, like you firstly you can explain it better rather than saying that I just drew it on a whim. I mean, sometimes it sounds good, but sometimes also, for something to be special, it has to mean something special. And if you really put meaning into that and you understand why does it mean so much to you, it just makes it even more memorable. Like I'm just nowadays I'm just drawing like crazy. Even if I half the time don't know what I'm doing, I'll just keep on drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing. Mhm. I mean, this makes a lot of sense. So than adding too much detail, sometimes line up will work too. Tell me. Right, let's work on this part now. What is this supposed to be? Now I'll just these arrows are basically like um this virtual or else you could call it futuristic type train. You can say it has been given direction by these triangles, and right now it looks pretty basic, but I'll add more details to the other arrows as it grows. Yes. Now, so this is how it's gonna be like. This is the train. This in between is the arrows showing the direction for the train, and below that is the train stop. So, if I were to explain it to you, that why is the train going above the train stop? Because let's let's get imaginative, shall we? Um, Hold on, right? I actually need to think about it if I want to get imaginative. Um, you know what? We'll figure it out soon enough. We'll figure it out very soon enough. Happy birthday, dear senpai. So like, I'm a yap as I'm a draw, so that at least while I'm streaming, I'm not inactive and more people will join in. So, story time. I'm terrible at telling stories, but yeah, here goes. So, there's this, what do you say? There's this story that I read, a one shot manga, and it's basically called Iron Leg Rikudo, right? And this person is basically your it's a she's a delinquent, a high school delinquent, and she's known for having really strong legs. So basically compared to the metal iron. And then Speaking of which, so now once, like after a brawl, like after a fight, she was a bit injured and she was going through this train, right? And when she was in the train, um, everybody else was avoiding her, and like they were giving her the looks. And by giving her the looks, I mean that, what do you say, they were trying to stay away from her and making assumptions and thinking that she's a bad person or whatever. So then, out of all those people, there was one guy, who checked up on her and asked her if she was all right, and so that she could tend to her injuries, he decided to give her his handkerchief, right? So then that moment really surprised her, and she was really like shocked, surprised, and she was unsure of what she was feeling. So then afterwards, now naturally the guy who lent her the handkerchief was like, the girl who got, she went once she received it, she naturally was going to give it back to him, but she couldn't. Why? Because apparently that one simple and one small help from him, um, like got him to got her to like him, and she, every time she was in the train, like he was with her in the train, as in he was a bit far away, and she wanted to return it so many times, but she couldn't bring herself to return it because she didn't know what to say, and she didn't know how to approach, because she was let's say it, she was in love with him. And so like this, 6 months passed down and she couldn't return it to him at all. So then what happens is that one day she's sitting in a park, and as she's sitting in that park, what happens, she thinks that this is like, it's about high time that I return it to him, right? And then she decides that this is the time that I will go for it and attempt, make an attempt and say what I feel about him. And then as she leaves the park, a group of other high school girls show up, and they basically want to, take revenge on her because she apparently like beat him up in a brawl. So then what happens is, basically they realize that she decides she won't get into brawls anymore, and she will not do street fighting and stuff. And she says that she doesn't want to fight you, to leave her alone. So then she makes up some excuses and she goes to the train. And these fellow delinquents, they knew something was up. And so then what happens is that once she's in the train, she decides that she's going to make a move. And she slowly trying to approach this guy. And then from all nowhere, the delinquents that she met up earlier show up in the train. And the girl, one of the girl, she realizes that, you know, she's trying to give this handkerchief to him. And so she picks it up from her bag unknowingly and she shows it to the guy, saying that this girl has a crush on you. And like, he basically starts to tease him and, pick on both of them. So then she asks. to let go and you know leave him be. Who says this? Rikudo. And then they say ki you will have to follow us and you will have to we will beat you up, but you won't have to say anything, and we will return the handkerchief to you. So they get out of the train, and I think like a couple of the delinquents beat up the guy, and then they take this girl somewhere else, like in a public place, and they tie her legs up so that she couldn't fight back. So like the condition was that if you take our beatings without any complaints and without any fighting back, we will give you this handkerchief back and let you be. So then she says, she deliberates it for a bit with herself, and she says, "Fine, I will accept it, as you say, and in return, you don't have to do anything to him." So, so she decides that I'll. So then they tie her legs up with iron chain, like literally iron chains, so that she wouldn't fight back, and then they start beating up on her, like badly. And so what happens next is that she doesn't retaliate at all. She's just simply taking those beatings. And naturally, these guys are a bit dissatisfied with what's happening. That she ain't responding and she's just taking a beating like that. So this, they wanted her to whine and complain. So, but she didn't. Which she like, nah, I ain't gonna whine and cry about it. So then they say that the guy that you liked for so long, we're gonna just we are beating him up, correct? We are beating him up. So like hearing that, she snaps, and then once she snaps, she literally like with her legs she breaks the whole chain, the full iron chain, and then she jump kicks on that delinquent and she beats them up like crazy. Like man, that was something to something to read, and the guy just straight up I mean, this gal just straight up jumped on them without giving them any chance. And after beating them up, she decides that the handkerchief that I missed a detail. I think there's a time when the delinquent stepped on that handkerchief, and even that pissed her off. So after picking up that handkerchief after beating them up, she goes up to the man, like she goes to a train station, and then apparently that guy was there and he was a bit bruised up too. So when she goes to him, she says that this is the handkerchief you lent to me, and since that day I have liked you a lot. And then um, he says that ever since that day I think I started to like you too, and that's where that one shot ends. Like man, that's such a dissent. Such a Some endings are written so in a way that you want more of them, and it is sad to see that it ended in that way. But it was so good. Like, so yeah, this is one of the exactly. This is Imagine a delinquent who's like just one simple act of kindness, and there you go. And it's just crazy. What can it do? It can like change a whole person if you think about it. All right. You know, I found I was observing a lot of things today, like especially yesterday. So imagine I was I remember this drawing yesterday as I was coming to home from college. And like everything is so, even in real life, you can just by observing and analyzing, you can see that everything is in perspective. So like imagine this is one point and this is the road. There are poles in between, street poles and stuff. And at the left and right there are buildings. Like it's literally just one perspective, one point perspective, like in front of your eyes. And that is where, you know, you can see that um, perspective comes into place and you really observe stuff. It is not baseless. You just don't make up stuff like that. All right. Now, hmm. Man, Rishi, Hajime no Rishi. When's the next part coming? When is Hajime no Rishi coming? Thanks, brother. Thanks, Samir. Yo. Hmm. Now what do I do? What do I do? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I like this and see your channel and live stream. Full support from. Firstly, I would like to thank you for your support and people being there. It means a ton, and it is something that motivates me to keep on going. So, so I'd like to thank you and appreciate it. I really do. Now what do I do? Good. Exactly. There's this another story of what 22 chapters, and like it's really deep though. I remember reading it like once. No, I stumbled upon it. Oh, I write half from you. My dream, well, if you were to ask me a year ago, I was honestly didn't know what I wanted to do, but now I strongly want to do something in art, and I hopefully, yeah, that is my goal as of now. I want to do something from art. hopefully it gets more concrete as I go ahead. Yes, sir. If you're passionate about it, just gotta stick to it, man. Just gotta stick to it, and eventually it will pay off. And that is what I stand by and stick to. So, is this better? What's up? I'm trying to make a one-shot perspective drawing. You know. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm drawing a one-shot perspective, and you can see that one side there are buildings, and another side there is a train, a direction, and also a platform where people will stay. People will wait for the trains. And as more builds up, I'm trying to explore on what I want to do and how it goes. So as I continue, I'll add more. Yeah, that's great actually. More people means more interaction, and also while I work on this, it's fun. All right, now let's get on with it. Hmm. Even if it's just for a moment or for a while, it's really cool. Next time, draw Virat Kohli, please. Um, no, you want to know something? I'm a huge fan of Virat Kohli, and hold on, let me show you. And I've even got like Virat Kohli posters in my room, a couple of them. So next time, sure, can we collab? Like, let's talk it out then. Let's figure something out. What do you want to collab about? How do you want to go about it? Hold. You and me, I have 952 sub. Oh, that's perfect. And like my drawing skills is like I'm still an amateur. I would love to try something up. Like, if it benefits the both of us, I would absolutely love to try something. Or yeah. And now So dura. Hmm. I wanna thank you. Thank you. Hmm. Before I go any further, I should sharpen my sword before I get back into battle. I really wish I could get a better angle, but this is the best I can do as of now. But I'll figure out something soon enough. Let's see, what do I do? Okay. Are you not a kid and like you're drawing so much? Like, what do you mean? Um, what is pants? Pants? What's up? What's up? What's up? Damn, drawing. Thank you so much. Um, a masterpiece. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It's a masterpiece. There's still time. I I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Um, what do I do? What do I do? Thank you. Thank you. Surprised. One sec. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, what more can I add? What more can I add? I can add clouds. I can totally add clouds. I'm sorry if I'm not talking a lot, because I'm just thinking a bit more. But I know what I want. I mean, I know what I want to do. Like, I'm trying to think. Come on, come on. Not a good time to be putting things. Ammo. Yeah, there were. Mm, mm, mm. Kind of bad, man. Mm, see? Like, did you see that? Like, damn. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's probably true. Uh, have a vision. Like this year, I want to accomplish something, especially as far as content creation goes. I want to reach 1K subscribers this year, and that has been like my motive, something that I want to see and make it happen. And if not if when I reach that goal, which I'm confident it will happen, and I utmost have utmost faith in it. I'll make sure that I don't slack off and build upon it. All right, let's see. Hold on, give me 2 minutes. I could get used to this. Come on, come on. Ah, we could do that. We could do that. So And hmm, hold. Man, Blue Box is such a goated anime show manga. Like, imagine the Christmas of 2025, the entire day. All I did, all I did was just read the entire manga. Like that, that stuff like made my ending of the year, bro. Like words can't express. Like how was I so moved by a story? Something like damn baffling. What are you making? I'm making a 1 point perspective drawing, and I'm just trying to get as creative as possible. So I'm racking up and thinking and thinking while we hang out and chill. What's up? Yes, sir. That is what I'm trying. Or, or if I do this, what happens? Ah, perfect. No, think. Think, Mark, think. Think, Mark, think. Mhm. Happy birthday, dear. That's it. Bye. I'd say we made a ton of progress today, especially in this drawing. To say that is crazy. It's not an understatement. Wait, there you go. ये क्या है? ये एक ये एक वन शॉट फ्यूचरिस्टिक स्लैश 1 पॉइंट पर्सपेक्टिव और एक फ्यूचरिस्टिक टाइप ड्राइंग जैसा है कि एक पर्सपेक्टिव से कि कैसा सब एक्सपैंड कैसे सब दिखता है करके शुक्रिया शुक्रिया मैं अभी है, टाइम है, थोड़ी देर में। ओ, अबाउट टाइम। आई थिंक और 5 मिनट स्ट्रीम करूंगा, फिर बाद में एंड कर दूंगा।